And Mr. Brijesh Singh is now with us. He is the Senior Technical Analyst at StockAxis. He now joins in to share his perspective on the markets right now. Sharp move on the Nifty. We are actually seeing a 70 point of an uptick now, 24,920 with us. You can see we are at the day's high point. Nifty Bank clearly has to be, thanked a lot for that. You can see over a 520 point of an uptick coming in from the Nifty Bank. Brijesh ji, how are you looking at this bounce and the support coming in from the banking space?
So, is actually overall, if I look about the Bank Nifty, that is the only index which has been holding and giving a boost towards the market has been considered, and that too with the private sector bank, whether that be ICICI Bank or Kotak Bank. Now, Bank Nifty has been considered 50,600, 50,000 are the support. Immediately resistance lies now to 51,400. If we are able to surpass this 51,400, the next level to watch would be 51,700 to 51,800. Regarding with the Nifty is also considered. Nifty has a support at 24,700. Panic support lies at 24,400. Resistance wise, 24,950, 24,970 is the resistance if we surpass, and 25,170 would be coming in the play. So the Nifty has been considered. I feel that if it consolidates in this range of say 24,700 to 25,000, that would be good part for the market. And after that, we can see closing about 25,100. We can see Nifty making a new high of 25,400 or 25,470.
Okay, so that's the view coming in from Brijesh on two major indices. Namaste Brijesh, a very warm welcome to you, sir. Some of the stocks that have trended over the last 5 days are something to be looked at because they've moved against the market force of a correction and have posted strong gains. Some of them, let's check. This is Paytm, 2.4% higher on a weekly basis. As far as the month to date is concerned, the gains are even stronger. I'll request you to please give a view on Laurus Labs. This is 4% higher month from August 31st onwards, and for the moment at about 490. What are the charts of Laurus Labs telling you?
So if I talk about the Laurus Lab chart on the daily time frame, the stock has been trading with higher tops and higher bottom formation, and whenever there is a profit booking, we see that stock touching the longer term moving average, and after that we see a bounce back, and that bounce back is with the volume. So that is one of the good part. Regarding with now at 490 around, stock has a potential to make a new 52-week high, and right now the 50-week high is 501. But I feel that if stock doesn't breaks a level of 468 or 475 zone, we can see stock jumping towards the level of say 550 or 555 also. But that would be taking a little bit longer term time frame if someone has a view of say couple of months. For a very short term time frame, say suppose one wants to play for a 1 week sort of thing, and I'll say that support of 480 and play for the target of 512 followed by 525.
Right. The support and resistance levels have been marked for Laurus Labs. I'll request the PCR to show that one instead of Paytm because the viewers just might get confused on the pricing. Let's just get Laurus Labs right there in front of you. This is at its highest level since September 22. Brijesh, if you could just kindly repeat the support and resistance levels. My apologies for requesting you to do that.
Yeah, so suppose someone has a view for a very short term time frame, the panic support lies at 470, but for very short term 480 is a support. And the higher side resistance lies at 510 or 12 followed by 525. If someone has a view of say 1 month plus, then it can even try to touch 550 to 555 zone.
Okay, got it. So that's the view that's coming in. Brijesh Ji, let's ask you as well. We have been focusing on the entire FMCG space right from morning and HUL2. How are you tracking and looking at the entire FMCG space and the opportunities there?
So, Sakshi, whenever we see, and especially in the monsoon season, we see that FMCG sector always moves up. Now, regarding with the FMCG sector, now today is a session of UBL, HUL, Dabur has moved up, Marico has moved up, but I'll prefer 2-3 counter which look promising. One is UBL, United Berries. I'm just keeping in the FMCG sector. We see from a chart point of view, and in today's session, we have seen stock making the bullish engulfing candlesticks trading at 2065, and trendline breakout has been witnesses. If it holds downside, if it holds the level of say 2000, then we can see stock jumping towards the level of 278, 280 zone, and the 52-week high is 282. If it gives closing above 2170, then the next level to watch on the higher side would be 2300 also. In a shorter term time frame, Dabur charts looks good at the present rate of 659, and in today's session we have seen stock making it was just trying to make a new 52-week high, and it made a right now the intraday high 661, 52-week high 652. Present rate can be used to go along with the stop loss of 644 and then play for the target of 680, 685. Both the counter time frame would be holding, would be at least for a week time frame.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's how prices are stacked as far as Dabur is concerned. We are now at 3:09 p.m. Just about 21 minutes left for trade to lapse for Monday. What is good? The good is that the monthly pivot on Nifty has been tested with strength, and you've seen a very, very strong bounce back coming in from a low of 24,760 today to 24,930. So if you look at the intraday move, this is worth 170 points. And not only has the gap down been erased, what has happened is that the Nifty has snapped a 3-4 day falling spree from previous Tuesday to previous Thursday. And it seems that the worst is now over. The all-time high was 25,333, and we went down to 24,760. So that's the change. And as Sakshi has been pointing out, it's led by private banks, to some extent even by FMCG. There is no stopping pharma, and IT also has contributed. Remember, these four pillars were the laggards of the market. I'm excluding pharma, but private banks, major IT, and of course FMCG were doing nothing at all till about 3 weeks ago. And they are the ones that have come up strongly to provide very strong inputs on Nifty. Let's look at the most active counters now and see what the market has thrown up. Sakshi, it's very interesting to see the moves that have come in as far as the gainers are concerned. I'll again point out Zomato. Brijesh Ji, what are the charts of Zomato telling you? 263, 1.2% higher. The fourth traded stock on the National Stock Exchange in terms of volumes. What is it telling you?
So it has a 50-week high of 280 around, and we have seen a rally from a level of 4th June. Most of the stock had made a low, and its low was a 146. We have seen a parabolic sort of curving towards the upside, made a high of 280, and after that we have seen stock profit booking, made a low of 230, and again it has bounced back. Now it is trading at 230, 263 zone. So if someone has a view of say 3 month to a 5 month of time frame, present rate can be used to go along with the swing low of 230 as a stop loss and play for the target of 330. But if someone has a view of very short term, say for a week time frame around, then present rate can be used to go along with the stop loss of 248 and then play for the target of 280 to 85.
Okay, so that's as far as Zomato is also concerned. Meanwhile, viewers, we'll just give you an update that Bajaj Housing Finance IPO has got fully subscribed on day one. In fact, as per the latest updates that we have, the IPO has got 1.43 times subscription. This is as per 3 p.m. As we have got the latest figures for the public issue in the retail category has got subscribed 1.24 times, 0.5 times in QIB, 3 times in NIIs as well. So it's got fully subscribed. So that's the kind of demand that's coming in for the Bajaj Housing Finance IPO. Brijesh Ji, how are you looking at the listed twins parent companies, Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv? Most of the shareholders who held these stocks until August 30th will get to apply for the IPO in two categories. Beyond retail, they can also apply under the shareholder category right there. What are you expecting from these two companies now?
So if I compare Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv, the chart of the Bajaj Finserv looks much more promising than the Bajaj Finance has been considered. We have seen, from a level of 1526 or say 1510, 1520 year zone, 14th of August, and one way rally towards the level of 1890, that is a 52-week high. And still it is not been stopping, and still there are chances that it might try to touch another upside level of 1910, 1920 zone. So for a short term bet has been considered, with the Bajaj Finance has been considered. I'll say for a short term has been considered, play for the target of 1910, 1920. Present it can be used to go long with the stop loss of 1830 zone. Bajaj Finance has been considered. Stock had been in a zigzag way towards the downside, and after that when the news came out and stock had jumped from a level of 6,300, 6,400 zone. Now it has been trading at 7,340. All the important moving average has been crossed. Stock has been comfortably trading at this zone. 7,100 is a support which should not be broken. So that should be as a stop loss. Play for the target of 7,700, 7,800 zone. But for Bajaj Finance, that 7,700, 7,800, it would be taking at least 2 weeks to a 3 weeks time.
Right. So two important points. Bajaj Finance is the selling shareholder of 3,000 crore rupees in Bajaj Housing. It's an OFS from them. The overall size of the issue is about 6,600 crores for Bajaj Housing. And Bajaj Finserv is the parent of Bajaj Finance. So if we can just get back the chart of Bajaj Finserv on a long-term basis, Sakshi, this is a price that you saw last in October 2021. Again, something of a 4-year period where the stock has done nothing. So this IPO may just trigger fresh moves on both Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv. We've been tracking this for the last maybe 2 weeks at least, when the first IPO related move happened on Bajaj Finance. Again, Bajaj Finance has been an underperformer. Now it remains to be seen, when Bajaj Housing is listed, whether this momentum will be lost or you will see a further uptick. So markets themselves are, how should I say, very, very unpredictable in the short term. But let's hope that for the sake of Bajaj Finserv and Bajaj Finance shareholders who have practically had nothing for the last 3 years, the trend changes for the better. Sakshi, 3:17, 13 minutes left for the Nifty to wrap up. Maybe time for some BTST or STBT? Yours.
Yes, Brijesh Ji, over to you.
So last time also we have talked about BTST, STBT, 13-day Fibonacci retracement and all this thing. 13 days, if you remember, 13-day play a major role in it. Now today we'll surely go with BTST only. The charts are still promising, no doubt. Buying at every level has been there. And the best part is the Bank Nifty has been performing. It's giving support to the Nifty. So I have two counters for the BTST. Number one is GICRE General Insurance Corporation of India. Present rate can be used to go long. 406 around the stock has been trading. With the stop loss of 400, one can play for the target of 420, 425. Another, since banking is been moving up, I'll look out ICICI Bank at 1234 around. It's been trading. Present rate can be used to go long with the stop loss of 1250 and then play for the target of 1255, 1258.
Okay, got it. So those are the stocks that have been suggested to you. Let me bring up some more stocks where some more momentum can be seen. Okay, after a long haul, Inox Wind is moving 3.4% higher in trade. Our renewable energy space has been garnering attention with Premier Energies within the solar pack, and wind energy space is also picking up pace. Several orders are flowing in here. Suzlon has come out with some order flows too. How are you looking at Inox Wind and the other players within the renewable energy space, especially wind energy?
So I'll just add up Inox Wind with Inox Green also. You know, even that thing has been moving up. Just now, even I have seen the chart in the last 10-15 minutes, the buying has been seeing in it. So if I talk about INX Wind 233 around, stock has been trading. Previous week high has been broken. Immediately resistance line 238 around, but I feel that would be breaking and stock would be heading towards the level of 247, 248, 237 is a 52-week high. So I feel that if it doesn't break a level of 228, one can keep that thing as a stop loss for a short-term bet. It's been considered and play for the target of 247. If I talk about INX Green, on the daily time frame, the stock it's been trading at 201, 202 zone around. It has made the bullish engulfing candlesticks. It's been trading about the shorter term moving average. The indicators are giving the buy signal. The volume has been supporting. For a short term bet, it's been considered 185, 188 is a support, and on the higher side, it has a resistance 225, 228. So 215 is a 52-week. I feel that would be breaking. 225, 228 is a level where profit booking would be coming. So one can play in both this counter on the buy side.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are at the real fag end of the show, and we have a 10-minute left as far as market close is concerned. The Nifty is definitely ending on a very strong note, and it's ending at the day's high. A wonderful rally from day's low, which has taken it more than 200 points higher. The low for today was 24,760, and the most immediate high that we saw was 945. So please keep this wonderful move in mind, and let's hope that the worst is behind us when we get into Tuesday tomorrow. And I hope that Wall Street would also be sending us positive cues. Futures in the US markets are absolutely flat. While there is nothing positive to talk about, but look at the flip side, the glass is half full. There's nothing negative as well. So with that background in mind, one must look at the Nifty trying to sort of navigate this move. What are the stocks that have contributed to Nifty's fantastic move today? Banks, banks, and banks all the way. ICICI Bank, Kotak, Axis, HDFC, and SBI. These are 5 banks that are a part of the Nifty, all of them rising between 0.5% and 1.8%. FMCG has played a stellar role. Hindustan Unilever record high. Sakshi, the open interest on Hindustan Unilever features is up 10%. It's a rare event to happen for a stock that is low beta, and itself the counters rose about 3%. ITC is higher by 2%, 512. In all this enthusiasm, we have forgotten ITC. Brijesh ji, सारी जो तकलीफें हैं वो धुएं में उड़ती हुई दिख रही हैं. रिकॉर्ड हाई ऑन आईटीसी.
अभी भी रुकेगा नहीं सर. If I talk about the chart on the shorter term time frame, or even if we look at the daily chart time frame, it has been trading in a very narrow range. Upside 507, 508, downside 490, 495 around. एक 10 रुपए ट्रेड कर रहा है. Today we have seen a bullish engulfing candlestick. Friday was a bearish engulfing candlestick. It has been covered by that. So it is heading towards the immediate. It is heading towards 525, 527 zone. I feel, as I've said, 495 support should not be broken. Shorter term bat has been considered, and 525, 527. If someone has a view of say for a couple of month time frame, then next level to watch would be 545, 550 zone.
Okay, so this is this lovely song by Mr. Mohammad Rafi. मैं ज़िंदगी का साथ निभाता चला गया, फिक्र को धुएं में उड़ाता चला गया. So this is what's happening on ITC, ladies and gentlemen, and the song was picturized on the evergreen Mr. Dev Anand. I am also hoping that ITC has all the shades of Mr. Dev Anand when it comes to providing stellar returns over the longer term, and of course doing that effortlessly as Mr. Dev Anand used to act. Sakshi.
And just like that, the Nifty is also inching higher. You can actually see a 90 point of an uptick now on the Nifty at 24,940 right there. And, let's hope in the next 6 minutes it could be a century for the Nifty at the end of the day. And we will all say that all's well that ends well, because it started off on a weaker note. But if we can end at the high point with a 100 point of an uptick, that could further mean that the markets may be ready to bounce back from the recent lows as well. Let's look at what else could you look at for tomorrow's trade now. Brijesh ji, कल के लिए तैयारी के लिए किस तरीके से आगे बढ़ने के लिए कहेंगे? इंडेक्स के बीच में निफ्टी बैंक और स्टॉक्स भी.
See, definitely, अगर आप साक्षी ओवरऑल ट्रेंड को देखें, बैंक निफ्टी was not been outperforming as compared to Nifty. It's been considered for last 1 month, I would be saying. Now, Bank Nifty has supported and at the crucial time that we required, and that too with the private sector bank. And in that, already ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank charts are looking good. Individual stocks we have discussed like ITC है, Dabur है. BTST में एक और काउंटर ऐड कर सकते हैं where the charts are looking good is KSCL, Kaveri Seeds, 1,167 around. It's been trading. Previous week high has been broken. Previous month high it would be trying to touch. 52-week high is 1,180. I feel that would be breaking. It's heading towards the level of 1,250. But for BTST has been considered 1195, 1,200 is a level where one can keep as a target. The stop loss of 1145.
Okay, got it. Well, on that note, we'll thank you, Brijesh ji, for being with us on this very special trade and sharing all these wonderful ideas. And we'll keep an eye out on all the strategies that you've suggested for tomorrow. So thanks a lot for sparing that time for us and these wonderful words of wisdom.